Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. Alright, I want to thank Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for giving me the spirit to do another video. Alright, in this article, one of the brothers in San Francisco, you call, sent out to the Akim to look at, so to say, and keep us updated. So lucky, occupying the prophecies, lucky. And I'm just get right into it. It says choice between plague and cholera. And the plague, any plague, like a boils or any type of plague, but it's just a figure of speech between the two candidates. But it says choice between a plague and cholera. All right, and cholera is is a bacteria, like a very infectious bacteria that you can get from drinking contaminated water. All right, so it's like pick your poison here. All right, either way you're gonna get sick. All right, it says 29% of French voters plan to abstain in presidential runoff. All right, so 29% of French voters. All right, they plan to abstain. Abstain means to pretty much to avoid. Okay, and if you look it up, it actually means to decline to vote. Okay, and I'm gonna get right into the article. I'm not gonna read all of it. I'm just get the key points. It says only a few days before France heads to the polls for a crucial vote. For a crucial vote to choose its next president. Surveys show there are millions of people who are undecided who to vote for or intend to abstain rather than support either of the two candidates. All right, so pretty much the same thing that happened here over in America. I was even at my job, during the time of the presidential elections. You had Edomites saying, it's very sad that we only have those two to vote for out of Hillary and Donald Trump. All right, even Edomites are saying, it's very sad that those are the only two people we have to vote for. All right. But anyways, it says, with the traditional right and left absent from the second round in French presidential elections for the first time since 1958, some 47 million eligible voters are faced with the choice between centrist Emmanuel Macron and far-right Marine Le Pen on May 7th. All right. Well, these are two candidates they have. All right. And anyways, man, it really don't matter who you put in there. All right. It's just that who's going to be the spokesperson for the elites? That's really what it all boils down to, man. All right. It says 7 in 10 voters are unhappy with the choice. Wow, that's a lot. 7 in 10 voters. Okay, that's more than half. Okay, that's 70%. All right, out of 100. Reported on Wednesday, citing a survey, about 1 in 4 say they plan to abstain in Sunday's runoff. The news agency added, saying that the dilemma is expressed as a choice between the plague and cholera. The turnout and the numbers of abstentions in the upcoming second round have become a big issue, with a significant number of undecided voters able to swing the result either way. All right, and like I said, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Look at this tweet here. It says, without reform, EU is headed for Frexit. Okay. So the Most High is breaking up the dividing the EU, NATO, okay, which is all prophecy. All right, because they already have the Brexit. All right, so these countries are getting weak, okay, and they're breaking up. All right, and like I said, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Next, okay, it says EU. It's like Euro is dead. Le Pen wants to return the national currency needs to a year to organize the transition. All right, this is the point right here. It has become a very tense situation. Another Parisian commented, saying, It is frightening to see France so fractured, right? Divided. Okay, and this is another point. One of the main points. It says, on May Day, the French capital and other parts of France were engulfed in protest, with people having to taken to the streets to reject both candidates. Groups of radicals took advantage of thousand-strong marches, which resulted in violent clashes with the police. All right, so they were going at it, man. See if I can get that to play a little bit. If not, I'll just continue on with the lesson. But, yeah, it don't look like it's going to play. All right, so I'm just continuing with the lesson. So, hey, man, they were having riots. Oh, here we go. Pretty sure some of you brothers seen this already. All right. Glass bottles. Crowbars. Helmets. Hey, uproars of the people, man. These are signs of the times, man. Alright. And I'm gonna stop that right there. But this right here, what this shows is, hey, you have no control over your people. Okay? You have no control over your people. Alright, you become weak. Alright? The people don't believe in the system no more. So you have no power over the people, man. Alright? When you have no power over, no control over your citizens, man, you know, your country's pretty much done. They don't believe in anything you say no more. All right, the scriptures say that they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Okay, and I'm gonna just get some precepts, and we can roll out. All right, Salakia. Let me get Daniel, the second chapter. Thought I already had it up, but guess not. Salakia. Right, this is Daniel's 2 verse, and I'm going to start at verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes, part of the potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. All right, the feet and the toes, that's the EU and NATO. All right, the original 10. All right, signatures of NATO. All right, it says part of the potter's clay and part of iron. The kingdom shall be divided. All right, that's why you got this Frexit thing going on. All right, but there shall be in it strength of iron. All right, you got the divide. You got the Frexit. You got the Brexit. All right, you got other countries. You know, Italy is on its way as well. All right, it says the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it the strength of the iron. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the miry clay. Right, and that's verse 42. And as of the toes of the feet were part of iron and part clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. All right, and let me show you something real quick. See if I can get it. It's lucky. I want the internet, but I just want the tabs kind. All right, and you just do a quick Google search. It says, you know, what's the strongest European countries? All right. And right here, according to the final index by 2015, the European ranking is Germany. Okay, so that part of the kingdom being strong would be Germany, the UK, okay, and Russia is not included in that. All right, Russia is over there in that land, but Russia will not be included in this. All right, then you got France, and this is 2015. Okay, so you know this is 2 years outdated. France is on its way to be of that miry clay. Then you got the Netherlands. All right, Slovakia. All right, so it says like the scriptures say, part of it shall be strong, and part of it shall be of clay. Let me go back to it. It says, and the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. All right, Germany, the UK. All right, those are the part that's strong and partly broken. All right, that's separation. All right, you got the Frexit, the Brexit, and Italy. They say Italy is next. All right, it says, and whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of man, but they shall not cleave one to another, as iron is not mixed with clay. Okay, you got Israel amongst those nations. All right, as well. Okay, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom who shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. All right, and I believe you had the gold part was the Babylonian Empire. Then you had the middle, the abdomen area, so to say, that was the Persian Empire. Then you had the Greek Empire. Then the legs was the Roman Empire, and the toes would be the system of day, the EU and NATO. All right. Verse 45. For as much as thou sawest the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, that it break in pieces the iron and the brass and the clay and the silver and the gold, and the great God hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and his dream is certain and interpretation thereof sure. All right, so Yahweh Shai is gonna come and break all those kingdoms down. All right, through the spirit of the Father Yahweh. All right, that's why we saw in the book of Daniel, I believe it's the 7th chapter, I believe, or the 9th, where it says, I beheld to the thrones down, and to the thrones were cast down, and the ancient of days did sit. All right. So I'm gonna get one more precept, and I'm gonna close out. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. Alright, we can roll with this one. Alright, a kingdom divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Alright, so the Lord is dividing Esau's kingdom, man. Alright, like I've been stating, you got the Frexit, the Brexit. Alright, and Italy is next. Okay, Germany and the UK, the strongest kingdoms. All right, especially Germany. All right, that's the part that's strong, and other part is being broken up. All right, and I ain't want to draw this video out too long, but hey, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the one said elder apostles of great millstone, and salutations to you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty.